Hello, hello! My name is Callista, and welcome back to The Walking Dead, the final season. In the last episode, we finished off episode 2, Suffer the Children, and ooh, it ended badly. The raiders did come, and unfortunately they got Violet, Aasim and Omar. Mitch is dead, kind of because of 10. Kind of. Personally, I don't blame 10 for Mitch's death. 10, he's a little boy. He's a little boy who wants to see his sisters, and Lilly was being very persuasive. She was saying all of the right things, so I can understand why 10 would buy into it. So I don't blame him for Mitch's death, but will the other kids? I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's get things started.
Previously on The Walking Dead. While searching for a place to call home, AJ and I found an old boarding school run by kids deep in the forest. Their leader was a guy named Marlon, and AJ pulled the trigger. I told AJ that what he'd done was murder, that he'd have to atone for it. The other kids agreed. They voted to kick us out. I thought we'd never return. Then, AJ and I were attacked by Abel, one of the raiders Marlon had given the twins to. He was with someone I thought I'd never see again. Lilly. We were almost eaten by walkers when suddenly, one of them spoke to me. His name was James, an ex-whisperer who didn't believe in killing walkers. He helped me treat AJ, but without real medicine, he wouldn't make it. The kids didn't turn away the sad sight of AJ and let us back inside. After I told them how we could defend the school against the raiders, they were willing to let us stay, at least until the fight. I decided to help Louis tune his piano. He opened up to me, and I admitted I had feelings for him. He had the same ones. Then the raiders finally came. They busted open our gates, but the kids stayed hidden as planned, until 10 ran out of cover, hoping for a chance to learn about his missing sisters. The bomb went off, and attempting to save 10, Mitch threw himself at Lilly and got a knife to the throat. With only a second to decide, I fired and saved Louis. They got away with 3 of our friends, and we had no idea where they'd gone. But we knew someone who did.
Abel is so fucked, and I can't wait for that.
At the start, I was so little, and Mitch looked after me. People said he was a dick sometimes, but he was always nice to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Willie.
Now he's gone. Stabbed in the eye by some asshole who never even knew his name.
Look, I promise you, Willie, the people who did this, we're going to hit them back. They're gonna regret ever coming near us.
If Mitch were here, He wouldn't cry. He'd find a way to get our friends back.
That's the spirit, Willie.
Bash Lily's brains out with a rock.
Abel's tied up in the basement. He passed out from the pain.
Thanks.
AJ wanted to stay down there and keep an eye on him. Hey, buddy. It's time for us to bury Mitch and say our goodbyes.
I'll help you
Get
carry.
away from him!
Oh!
You're the reason he's dead!
Willie!
Well, it's true! We had a plan, and that idiot messed it up!
Come on, Willie. None of this is Ten's fault. You know who's really to blame.
I can't believe you're defending him! This is bullshit!
10!
Let me handle this. Talk to Abel. See if you can't find out where Lilly took Vi, Omar, and Aasim. I wanted to hurt him, you know, to make him talk, but I just couldn't. Maybe you'll get more out of him than I did.
Aww. Young love. So cute. It warms my heart. Warming my heart before a nice bit of torture. Fabulous. Oh, hey, Rosie. Okie doke. Yes, WASD to move. Let's see. Oh! I am once again on the hunt for collectibles. School pride. Anything over here? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, and what's this? Duct tape.
This should be strong enough to hold him.
Oh, AJ's playing with his gun. I can hear that. Anything over here? Like I said, I don't want to miss anything. Okay. Sketch toy might still look. Oh, is this one of the I never had one of these as a kid, but you know, it's got little dials and you make lines and shit. That was an awful description. Oh. That's Brody's blood, I'm pretty sure.
Brody.
Oh god, I think Brody would be kind of horrified by what's going on now. Hello. Yes. Look at the little stump tail. You have Rosie. She's my dog now. Oh god, that makes it sound like we did this to get the dog, and that is not why we did this. Also, why are the Steam achievements popping up in the corner? They've never done that. Huh. Oh god, a Steam updated. God damn it.
Got your gun back, huh?
Uh-huh.
Ready?
Oh god, how are we gonna do this? You can do it.
Wake him up.
Son of a bitch. Well, that ain't no way to wake an old man up from his afternoon nap. I was having a nice dream, too. About a girl I used to know from before. She also had me tied up, but I wasn't her prisoner, if you get my meaning.
AJ just looks uncomfortable. He's like, no, I don't get your meaning.
Got any water?
Drink.
You got good manners, Squirt.
You've had your water. Now it's time to talk.
It's the first time interrogating someone, isn't it? You let me dictate the agenda. Makes me think you're weak.
Don't make this harder than it needs to be, okay? I just want to know where Lilly took my people.
It doesn't matter. As soon as she gets there, she's gonna turn around and come right back for me.
You think?
You better give me the 5-star treatment. If I'm smiling when she gets here, you might be able to trade me for a little mercy. We underestimated you little shits, but Lilly won't make the same mistake twice.
You think Lilly would come back for you? Look at the state you're in. You're worthless to her now.
I can heal.
There is no rescue party, Abel. Only a bunch of pissed-off kids who want you dead.
So tell us where our friends are. You trade it for mercy.
Lilly will never give them up.
She doesn't need to give them up.
Only reason we
We're
came
coming
here is
for
more
them.
manpower. Losing Jonathan and me for 3 sprouts that can barely hold a gun. Even a dummy like me can do the math on that one.
We're gonna get him back.
You don't know what it's like out there. It's a bloodbath. One community against another. From Richmond to the coast. Back in the
Richmond?
Delta, we're at war. With some really sick fucks who make me look like the Virgin Mary. We need people to fight it. Soldiers who do what we say. Point the guns the way we tell them to.
That's called kidnapping.
Give it whatever name you want. I call it survival.
What kind of place is this Delta if they use forced labor to defend it?
You think we like doing raids like this? Our home is under threat. It's a good home. Built to last. I do a lot to protect it. Maybe you can understand that.
And I do a lot to get my friends back. So stop wasting my time.
Okay. Front pocket. The answer to all your questions.
I don't trust
Read it.
this.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. What the fuck? Is this code?
No, it's the
fucking
Bible.
Leviticus. I was hoping it'd be some timely, moralistic shit about turning the other cheek.
No.
Well, come on. That thing ain't gonna light itself. Wanna know where your friends are? Smoke will clear my mind.
Are you
Help me
gonna-
remember stuff.
No.
Like where Lilly went.
No, I don't want to burn him.
Come on, kid. Now that is heavenly.
Yeah, I think you're a bit more fucked up than you thought you were, mate. Oh, Jesus.
Shit.
Oh, you got some
That's a lot of
internal gubbins.
This is not good.
He's gonna die, isn't he?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you wanted?
I did, but
You're gonna get your wish. When you pushed me off that balcony, something must have burst inside of me.
I didn't say that to guilt AJ, but I think he needs to understand that this is the reality of death.
Everything. It all got out of hand. Now look at me. I'm a fucking mess.
will he turn?
No.
He will, unless we take him out.
My whole life, everything I ever got, I got with my own 2 hands and my will for my body to turn on me, to take control. I'll tell you where to find Lilly. Just promise you won't let me turn. I'm begging you.
If you're honest with me, I'll put you out of your misery. You have my word.
Okay, we have a boat. We're docked a few miles west of here at an old fishing pier. Your friends are on the boat. You got what you wanted. Please, don't let me become one of those things. Please, I don't want to turn. Not that. I want to let me keep my face.
Really? Oh, okay.
You don't need to watch this.
I want to. At least you can't hurt anyone anymore.
AJ looks to you for guidance in this world. You taught him that sometimes death is a mercy. I don't disagree with that, but it's worded in a way that makes me feel nervous.
Come on, we have a boat to find.
Oh, AJ, I worry for you, buddy. I really worry about him.
Sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I don't know the reason why, so I guess I'll keep gambling, lots of moves and lots of rambling. Well, it's easier than just waiting around to die.
Yeah, with AJ, I want him to think more about his actions. He can't just be murdering people left, right, and center. You don't call dibs on who you kill.
Once we find the boat, we'll look for a way to sneak on board.
Yeah, if 10 doesn't fuck it up this time.
Willie, don't.
It wasn't Tin's fault.
Yes, it was! Mitch died because
Say one more thing about Tin. I dare you.
Because AJ won't take your shit. AJ will defend his best friend. Oh.
You see anything?
the beach, a boat, and a wood street in the water.
That's called a pier.
Pier.
Okay, let's spread out and focus on those areas. Keep your heads low.
Okay. Alright then, spy on the raiders. I could do that, or I could once again look for collectibles. Let's see. Oh, I don't... This kind of feels a little tricky just because there's like rocks and shit on the ground. So I'm kind of... Yeah, I see that there are people to talk to, but... Oh, we got a rabbit's foot. Might be lucky. Well, it wasn't for the rabbit.
Omar used to carry around a rabbit's foot. You don't think...
Oh.
We'll take it home. We can give it back to him once we've saved him.
Ugh. So that could have been Omar's. We were walking around this way. Oh, what was that? A horseshoe.
Must have fallen off one of the horses when the raiders came through.
But horseshoes are also lucky. Yeah, it's supposed to be lucky. Maybe this is the universe telling us that everything is going to be all right. Let's just go from Willy to Lewis to AJ.
Anything useful?
Looks like building material. Furniture. Probably stuff from the train station.
Scope out the area and make a plan. Okay, well, we have people.
Sheet metal, wood, and quite a bit of it.
We should have that stuff.
We should, but we don't.
Huh. Are those torches?
Maybe. Why?
We could use the fire. They're loading those rafts with supplies.
I could cut those loose and just ride them downriver. Easy.
Okay. Supply rafts, very nice. Lewis, you got anything?
Have you ever seen this thing before?
No way. Pretty sure I would have remembered an old-timey riverboat. And from where I'm sitting, looks like that pier is the only way inside.
Well, let's see what else is down there. There are a few on deck, a couple others on the pier. Could be more inside.
How many of them did they bring for this?
Wait, I see Violet.
Oh!
Holy shit. This is really it. We found them.
At least we know we're in the right place.
There's no good cover leading up to the boat. We're gonna need one hell of a distraction.
Loggers!
Oh.
Now we just need, what, a dozen walkers? How hard could that be?
Maybe not as hard as you'd think.
Yeah, James. We could use James. Oh, if he'd agreed to do it. James doesn't like the walkers dying. Also, I did notice that Abel said the Delta were fighting Richmond, I think. Or that the fighting went all the way up to Richmond, which... that would be the new frontier. That would be Harvey and Gabe. Ooh. I hope they're doing all right.
The pier has plenty of cover on it. If we're careful, we can sneak in undetected. I can see an entrance.
Yeah. There's one at the other end of the boat, too.
There's a small opening at the top of those closed doorways. AJ and I know how to deal with those.
And what is this? The SS something or other Fitzgerald. Yeah, I think we've seen everything here. So last but not least, AJ. I believe he was over here. Yes.
find anything over here?
They have horses.
Let me see. More torches. Setting the hay on fire would get their attention. Scare the horses, too.
We could get on the boat easier that way.
I'm guessing that both Clem and AJ have a thing about horses. I noted in the dream sequence, nightmare sequence, that there was a horse and then the horse died. And it was all to do with what happened at the McCarroll Ranch. I still really want to know what happened there.
If we cut those horses free, we could slow down anyone trying to chase us.
Lots of intel. It's just what to do with this information.
We can talk through the plan once we're somewhere safe.
All right? What's the plan?
Well, they've got guards posted on the pier and the boat. There's no way we can take them all at once. Our only hope is to distract them while we sneak on board.
We should burn their stuff.
That'd work. We could burn the supplies or the hay they keep for the horses.
Whatever we don't burn, we should take. Ruby would love to have the horses.
Ooh.
But I'd rather steal those supplies. I can build traps. Weapons.
Yeah.
We'll steal their supplies and burn the hay as our distraction.
Because then we've got to feed the
If
horses.
you're going to steal from the rafts, you have to do it carefully.
Wouldn't do it any other way.
The fire will lure the raiders away from the boat, and we can sneak across the pier.
If anyone sees us, they'll shoot.
You remember that guy I told you about? James?
We need his walkers.
He sent in walkers to save us from Lilly and Abel. Maybe we could convince him to do it again. If we lead a big enough group of them onto the beach, we can blend in without being seen.
Well, hell yeah. Let's find out how much he charges for his services.
What about after we get everyone home? I mean, the raiders will just come attack us again. What then?
We need to destroy that boat.
Hide, quick!
Whoop. Who the fuck is this?
A raider. Has to be. You all stay here. I'll see if they know anything that could help us.
Okay. You just be careful, Clem. They do have an axe.
Drop it. How many of you are there? How many of who? I'm not fucking around. Answer the question. 8. There's 8.
Clem, stop!
Not as many as I thought.
Hey, Minnie.
Oh.
After the attack, I wasn't sure. I mean, I heard they burned half your school down. Who survived? Ruby? Mitch? Brody? 10?
Ruby and 10 made it. Mitch didn't. And Brody, she died.
10's boots holding up okay?
His boots?
They're so old, there are more holes than rubber. I duct taped him up the last time I saw him, but that was a while ago. His boots are fine. You're Clementine. The girl who took over after Marlon died. It's weird. I thought everyone would want to lean on their own. Not the new kid. Do you have a problem with that? Yes, I have a problem with it.
Your leadership is going to get my little brother killed.
Excuse me?
Abel figured he could talk Marlin into handing everyone over like he and Lilly did, but... like they did before.
Ah.
You ruined the whole plan.
She has Stockholm Syndrome.
Marlin traded you and Sophie like it was nothing.
Yeah, and we all survived it. Marlin would have never made them fight the way you did. He wouldn't have gotten people killed.
That is some grade A horse shit. Clem saved us.
He wouldn't have gotten people killed. He murdered Brody.
What?
Minerva? Where's Sophie?
She died protecting the Delta. A hero.
A hero? God, you...
Minerva!
Oh,
Shit.
we need to go. We need to hide.
Rockingham! Finish up and head back. I want to be in before dark.
What are you gonna say, Minerva?
Yes, ma'am.
I do like Minnie's design. I'm very fond of the hair.
Our boat leaves for the Delta in 2 days. Then it'll be a couple of weeks before we can come back for the rest of you. When we do, don't fight. The only way you're gonna save your people is to let us take them. I'm serious. Don't fight this.
It's not too late, Minnie. You could come back to the school with us.
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, she has major Stockholm Syndrome.
Are you okay?
It doesn't change anything. We still have to get onto that boat.
You all should head home. Start getting things ready. Get everyone caught up on the plan.
Everyone except 10.
I warned you.
No.
Enough. Both of you. AJ and I will go find James.
Be safe.
You too. Seeing AJ smacking his little, like fist, like, I warned you. That was so stupidly cute. Okay, I'm gonna pause when we load into this. There we go. Yeah, a lot of people mistake Stockholm Syndrome for the victim falling in love with their captor. That's very simplistic. It's a very oversimplified explanation of what Stockholm Syndrome is. It's basically the victim empathizing with their captor to try and create some sort of bond. Not necessarily a romantic one. Oftentimes it can be, but the main goal is that eventually the captor will also feel something because of that bond, and therefore they will stop hurting the victim. They will stop causing pain. It's a survival tactic. It's not something that anyone does consciously. It's subconscious. I don't want anyone to think that I'm saying Minnie is being manipulative by having Stockholm Syndrome. She isn't. It's just something that she's had to do to survive. She has to think like her captors so that they won't hurt her, so that they won't cause her any unnecessary pain. It's unfortunate, but if that's what she's had to do to survive when Sophie died, then that's what she's had to do. Okie doke, in the next episode we will try and track down James, but until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.